Welcome back to Amazing Faces by LaShondra. My name is LaShondra. If you are new here, hey. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. Listen, if you love Jesus and makeup, this channel is for you. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are interested to see how I came up with this look, be sure to watch the video in its entirety. Let's get started. Okay, y'all, I am so excited to be sitting here with you today. Okay, I'm going to jump into a quick look. I've already done my brows and done my base. Just so you know, I use the Maron Skin Prep Pro. This stuff is really good. It's like a mattifying primer. I put that on my brows. Set them with my Black Radiance pressed powder. And then I just filled my brows in with my Makeup Revolution brow pencil. This is a great pencil, although this is the best Gabriella brand. I don't know if you can find them where you are, but this is the best hair store beauty brand that I love. So I use both of these. These are like $6. These two for $1 or $1, depending on where you get them from. Both does good work. You can see my brows here. I did that already, and I did my base with the e.l.f. Camo and Fair Warm. Oh, this one is medium sand, actually. I did my base with this and allowed it to dry down, and then I also set the base with the Airspun setting powder just to get this together. Okay, now, before we get started, okay, I know y'all probably wondering, I have been just consumed with life and getting through life each and every day, which is not like a bad thing. It's just what I love to do kind of took a backseat because I just did not create the time and space for it. But here we are. I am preparing for a makeup class that's actually a week from tomorrow, and this room looks a mess. I need to get this space together so that I can actually go ahead and start recording more. That is my goal. So today I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Afro Galactic palette. I think I used this palette twice, maybe once. These are the colors, nothing new. I'm going to go in with this Galaxy, just as a transition color. So yeah, y'all, oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this upcoming makeup class. It's going to be my first in person. I've done online, but it's been some years. And so I'm really looking forward to this class. I'm going to give makeup kits and everything with some good drugstore products or some beginner-friendly products that they can start their journey with until they grow into the more expensive things. I think that would be a nice place to start for somebody that's beginning makeup. I know the last that we kind of had a chit-chat was actually the beginning of last year. A lot of things has transpired that I never kind of caught you up on. I am still single. I am still waiting for marriage. I am still in that pool of dating to find my one. But I will tell you, because of the way that I choose to do my walk, it is kind of you know, I have a lot of prerequisites. And so I'm not entertaining anything that is not going to give me my desired end goal. Meaning, if you don't meet my prerequisites, you don't even end up on my line. And so with that being said, I tried a dating app. You know, I don't know. I just can't get with it. I keep trying to get with it, y'all. This is Discovery. And that's why, because I want to make sure the people that I'm connecting with, we have similar goals and ambitions and our core values align. And sometimes through the dating app, you can't really tell until after the fact. But, well, that app, I guess I could have. It's just, I tried the Facebook dating app, y'all. I tried that. Well, I'm not going to say I tried as if I stopped. This is my second go round with it. And so I started off kind of aggressive when I first got on, trying to talk back and forth with the guys that I was connecting with, which was taking me nowhere fast. And because I'm not on that social media platform like that often, because I'm too busy, I started exchanging my number kind of quick, just to kind of have conversations. And what I've learned is that people crazy. We have some crazy people out here in the world, y'all. If y'all didn't know. I mean, and when I say that, meaning their thought process is just the dating period. I just don't understand how I'm in my mid-40s, and I don't understand how people are still living their life, making life decisions. Their partners, I mean, they haven't transformed the way that they think, the way their view on life. That's a whole deal. Now, I'm just going to deepen this up with Mars. This is a darker purple here. Now, there were a couple of men that I met that we actually had great conversation. And then for some reason, things just kind of faded away. We just couldn't connect any longer. And, I'm already on this space in my life. It's like, I really need a man to know what he wants in life and pursue that, especially when it comes to me. Like, know what you want, know that I am what you want, and pursue me. And not like a cat and mouse game, but I need to know that you're interested in that. You want me, you're interested, you desire to be in a relationship with me, and I'm not, I've been told that I was too much. But guess what, ladies? Don't let that make you small. It's like, yeah, I'm just too much for you. I don't ask for much, but it's just something that you couldn't handle, sir. You are not willing to give me what my wants, needs, and desires. And so you have to know what it is that you want, need, and desire. And then you can have that. But if you don't know and you're just accepting whatever somebody's giving you, and at the end of it, it's not serving your purpose, then just reevaluate that. But anyway, I digress. Pink is called Light. I went and picked up some items. I'm gonna have a video up of a makeup haul, some products that I picked up. You guys should check that video out as well. One of my old co-workers who turned into a dear sister in Christ and friend, we're really close. Their church had a PhD for Prophecy, Healing, and Deliverance conference in Dallas. And so, although my coworker, she lives in a different state, and they were traveling to Dallas to host this conference, we've never gotten a chance to do church together or hang together as often because She lives in a different state, and I won't say because we just never made the time to travel to see one another. We would see each other like at work events and things like that. But anyway, I went down to Dallas to attend their conference and do church with her. Like, it was really nice. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my time with my friend. So it was really nice. But in this time was during this time is when I met those guys. Like, right. So I had met the guys, I guess, I don't know, a week or so prior. Could have been 2 weeks. We were just talking. So when I went on the trip, you know, it was cool. We talked, stayed into communication and everything. They were checking in and all that good stuff. Even though I was busy, I made time to still converse with them and everything. And that was all good. But somewhere we kind of, when I came back, it was kind of like a disconnect. One of them, I know exactly what it was. The other two, not so much. Y'all, can y'all see that? Can you see that? Oh my goodness. Now this is a Noxzema wipe that I have. Makeup remover wipe. I'm just going to go right under my eyes to remove this makeup. This is the Belief Aqua Bomb. It says it's a body moisturizer, but it is the exact formula as the face moisturizer. I'm going to use the NYX face glue. This stuff is very good. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me in 370. I haven't used this in some time. I'm going to add some concealer, and then we're going to talk a little bit about everything else. I can finish this story for y'all. So listen, I was talking to the guys. Well, I talked to two of them on the trip, on the phone, actually, like, and FaceTime one. The other one was more text. And I believe that what turned me off with the one that I never got to talk to on the phone was I explicitly said, hey, let's get a time to meet so we can chat because, you know, I work. He works as well, but, you know, so that way we don't miss each other. We can put some time aside to talk. Look, can I call you at this time? Is this going to be a good time? Well, he said yes, but he wasn't available. And then we never talked. It kind of dwindled after that. We never really texted a lot after that. And, or well, he wanted to text, and I'm just like, look, I want to talk. Let's see what you got going on. So yeah, that was one. One of the other guys I talked to, you know, because I drove down to Dallas. So, I was trying to, actually on the way back, I was trying to get to know him. And so I was asking questions. And it seemed as though I was talking to a kindergartner. Or maybe, I don't even want to say if it was a kindergartner, because I know my little niece that's not even in the kindergarten can hold conversation, you know. Not insulting in an insulting way, but I found it strange that I was like, actually the conversation that I was having, that it was going on, basically telling me that I wasn't my age. When I say, well, how old are you? It's old enough. Yeah, different stuff like that. You don't look your age. You not that. I was like, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Listen, I am. I get it. I may not look it. I know that I don't look my age, but I also want you to know that I'm not, just because I may look younger, I'm not about to play these childish games with you, sir. Please. So it was that. And then one of the other guys, listen, I ran over something in the road. I couldn't see. It was dark, but it was in the middle of the road. But by the time I got up to it, it was too late. And I told the guy about it, and he was like, "Oh man, go this, and that." And he thought something was wrong with my tire. I'm like, "Oh no, nothing's wrong." Uh, but he checked on me and everything. I was like, "Listen, I like that. I like a man that's trying to tell me something. Come in and be a help. Come in and what's going on, checking on you. You okay? You made it okay. This man don't know me. He just met me." But it was the whole thing of just being sure that I made it okay. And he wanted to know that I was okay and everything. And so the one that I never got a chance to talk to on the phone, after it was all said and done, the other guy, he went on to say that, I was just getting to know him about my life. I've been married before, my children, how many kids I have. He said he wished that he was my kid's dad instead of their daddy. And I was like, what? People, what? Man, you don't even know me. What made you say such a thing? Like, oh, okay. So it was just a lot of little things that was throwing me off with him. He came on very strong and everything. But yeah. And then the one that's conversation is more mature. We kind of didn't just, after that, it was just, we didn't talk a lot. We didn't text a lot. And I was just trying to see, like, are you interested or what? You know? And so, anyway, eventually what I did was I texted the two guys where the conversation just kind of dwindled off. Nothing was said. It was just kind of like, and I was like, listen, I know it's been some time since we had a conversation, but I kind of wanted to check in with you and get some feedback. Girl, your girl was looking for feedback. Like, what? You seemed interested, but then you just kind of, we never talked again. What happened? I know we all have busy lives and everything, but I'm looking for intentionality, and I put that in my profile. Like, you have to be intentional. Relationships are hard. Romantic relationships are hard. Any type of relationship can be hard. It takes work. And so, it's like you have got to be intentional about the connections that you're making, you want, or whatever. So I'm just going to put this Tarte shape tape just to lighten this up just a little bit, because I just want just a little highlight. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. Some intentionality and direction and clarity. Like a man. I didn't want to be the one leading anything. I already know what I wanted, what I'm looking for. And so I'm looking for a man that's looking for the same things and don't mind going after it, that's ready to be married and ready to be a husband. and not just receive a wife, you know, because there is a difference. Now, what I'm going to do is just blend this down just a little bit before I get ready to set everything, just kind of put everything in place. What you want to do is make sure everything is even the way you want it before you set it with a powder. And I am not ready to set yet, however, I am getting prepared to set. And once your base is good, then you know your makeup is going to be good and flawless. I've got a little lines under my eyes. I need to start back drinking my water. Now that I'm blending out this contour, see, I'll just put some darker color back to my face. Putting my natural color back. This stuff is really pigmented, but I want y'all to know that I like blush. I remember a time where I didn't because I thought I was too dark. This is the orange one. Because back when I was coming up in my older days, you know, beauty was not what it is today. The beauty industry was so much different. What I'm gonna do is spray my face with some Makeup Glow Fix. Now this is a fixing spray, but I'm gonna use it now because that's what I have right here. Just to loosen this up. And blend this out. A little bit under my eye, okay? And then this piece. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution baking powder and peach. This is actually my color. I'm going to use a beauty blender for, a velvet sponge for that. I'm going with that dark purple Mars that I have on my outer V. To connect this. So back to what I was saying. So then I text the two that we were connecting and was like, hey, I know we hadn't spoken in a while, but I wanted some feedback. Like, you know, I want your perspective is important to me. Like, you know, if you like, you know, it wasn't a demand, it was really open. And one of the guys was like, distance was a thing for him because we were not that far apart. We still stayed the same. It would take a drive for us to see one another, but okay. I'm like, okay, well, great. Thanks for sharing that. Much luck on your search for love, you know? Cool. The other one was like, you know, nothing nothing really. I think just the trials of life got in the way. I felt like we were vibing. We were, getting to know one another. So it really wasn't anything outside of that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks for sharing that. And if you are open, I'd like to continue to get to know you, because was the top of the list anyway. Like, I just wasn't sure if he was really interested. Well, I'm not gonna say interested. It's just the pursuit wasn't there, and it could be that it was still kind of early on too. But I mean, So he said, "Life, cool. I don't want life to be in the way of finding love. Do you?" That was my question to him. His response was like, man, basically he was like, I appreciate us being able to be adults and have an adult conversation. I would love to continue to on this, and I can, he was like, and he's going to do better at being more intentional as well. As we agree that we both would be more intentional, because we both agree that we didn't want the trials of life to get in the way of something that could possibly be love for us. And so that was like a highlight of the day for me once we had that conversation. Later that day, he checked in. I'm like, okay, cool, man. I hope you had a great rest of your day. And not that we won't speak again, but, just basically letting them know that I was going on about the rest of my day, and that I look forward to our conversations and us continuing to get to know one another. I always want to make sure you get your temples, because see, this is where your blush may end up too if you're like me. But now that I've done that, I want to use this. The Saharan blush palette in volume 1. They have all these beautiful colors. I'm going to mix these two, Toby and Zane. It's a pink and orange color together. This is orange first. And then the pink. I didn't add any additional product on this brush, but it's going to bring everything together. Okay, now I'm going to go over my face with this e.l.f. finishing powder. This is, listen, this is going to set everything powder-wise. If y'all sleeping on this, y'all better wake up. I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last matte. I haven't used this in a while, and I want to use the rest of this up. Okay, y'all. I got this NYX, the Buttermilk. What is it? Yeah, Buttermilk highlighter. And this is the pink one. I'm going to add this. Look at that. I don't know why I went into that deep, heavy-handed. Y'all see that? Woo, baby. I am highlighted. just going to go over this with my blush brush to try to bring this down just a little bit. All I'm doing is just putting everything back where it was. Bringing everything together. Okay, y'all, so this is my completed look. I really like it. Tell me what you think. I think this look actually came out pretty good. I'm loving it. I have on a lime green dress with this top, this shirt top. And so yeah, this is my look for today. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you so much for continuing to come back and watch my content in the long form or short form, however it is that you're viewing my videos. I thank you. So until next time, I'll see you soon.